Hi guys, fashion stylist Tasha Julie here, and in today's video I've got 6 holiday looks for you. I imagine the invites have started rolling in, I know mine have, and in this season it's kind of a mixed bag. You've got everything from perhaps work or corporate events all the way into maybe black tie or family events. So since it's kind of a mixed bag, I wanted to create 6 easy looks for you guys. And with that variety in mind, there are going to be some that are a little more spicy. So if you've got a more elegant event or maybe something just with your significant other, you're gonna leave the kids at home and go out and have a nice time. And then maybe you've got office types of things or things where coworkers or elder family members will be present. So you don't wanna, rock out with it all out. So a variety of looks, 6 of them all together, also with the shop your closet in mind. If you are new here, I'm an LA-based fashion stylist, but I have an emphasis around making sure that people buy new for the right reason. So everything I have on is going to be linked in the description box below. But before you do that, there's also a before you buy it checklist. So if you are intending to buy new, you can run down that list and make sure that you are buying new for the right reason. So let's get into these looks. But before we do that, I want to grab a couple of things that will make these looks a little bit easier to put together. And they are things that you probably have access to or could pick up quite easily. So let me show you those, and then we'll talk about this look and the 5 other ones. I wanted to give you guys some ideas of things that you can go and pull from your own closet or accessories that you might have. Now, of course, you don't have these exact things, but the idea is there. So some festive shoes. If you want to grab a red lip, that's always a great idea for a holiday. If you've got sparkly or metallic belts, and then also big this season, burgundy tights. And if you prefer any sort of like festive or lace, I think all of these things will really take kind of basic looks like a little black dress or things that might be a little bit more simple or staples that you've got in your wardrobe, and you can really elevate them with things like this. So just some food for thought. Let me put these down and we'll hop into this look. I'm really loving some of the more voluminous looks that we're seeing these days. So things like a bubble hem on a skirt or a dress, or even this voluminous top. Another thing that's really going to take you far in these holiday looks in making them festive is things like a shiny or sheeny fabric like this. Also in fun festive colors, and also think in terms of maybe even metallics or shiny-ish things. So all of those things will take you really far, but I think this is a really great look for pretty much anything because the top is festive. It's a little bit sexy, but it's not like aggressive or in your face or inappropriate. If you're going to a mixed company event or even an office party, I don't think it's like that wild. Now, if you do like the idea of a sexier look, but you're not really sure how to get started, I recently created this video that I think will help you with sort of the backbone or building blocks of how to go about creating a sexier or slightly spicier look, but still keeping it relatively appropriate and a little bit more elegant and classy without being like too over the top. This next look embodies 2 of my favorite ways to dress up. So a classic LBD or little black dress, and a play on a tuxedo. I love a play on a tuxedo for women. I think it's such a great kind of androgynous, cool, but still chic classic. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but you can definitely see it in the try on. This is a tuxedo style. It's actually a jumper, but it looks like a strapless dress. And I paired it with some lacy tights just to make it a little bit more festive, but easy things to obtain if you don't already have them. You don't have to go out and buy a ton of things or spend a ton of money. And then I, of course, had this necklace, but I'm sure you've got some sort of beautiful festive necklace that you could put on with your LBD to just sort of spice things up. This is another piece that you might have something similar of in your closet. So again, not something that you need to go out and buy a ton of things for. I think a red lip would really spice this up and make it so pretty. I didn't want to put one on because I'm in the middle of filming this video, and if you've ever tried to wipe off a red lip, you know that that's not going to look so great for the rest of the video. So yeah, another easy look of things that you probably have similar items of, and all together with the tights and a pair of black pumps, it's a little bit more, I guess, elegant, refined. You could do this with boots or some other type of shoe. If you wanted to sort of mix and match and do your own thing and play into your own personal style, something that you might prefer instead. And that's the fun thing about these looks, you guys. Any of my videos where I do create looks, it's kind of like cooking. If there's something in it that you would prefer to swap out that you like better or more suits your style, taste, or even your body type, go ahead and make the swap and just kind of have fun with these looks. I wanted to give you guys base ideas of things you can pull similar things of from your closet closet so that when those holiday invites roll around, and some of them are inevitably last minute, or you thought you weren't going to go and now you are, and you have to run in and get dressed, I wanted to give you guys some ideas or food for thought so that you can get ready and have a good time, because nothing cramps my mood for going out to a party or to socialize when I've had a difficult time getting ready. I'm like, I'm not in the right mental headspace to go and be like, oh, hi, how are you? And socialize with everybody. So it's nice to sort of get ready with good ideas and in advance. I happen to love lingerie inspired dressing. I think it's a really nice way to do something that's a little bit more spicy, but it's still kind of elegant at the same time. And case in point, a slip dress. This is just the one that I had access to. You could totally recreate this look with another red dress or even burgundy if that's what you had in your closet. But I chose to sort of keep it subdued with this oversized menswear blazer, which I also think is really nice when paired with more feminine or slightly sexy pieces. It adds sort of that tension and that styling contrast that you really need to keep things from going like into a territory that you may not want. I think you could throw on a cardigan or anything that you want to put over this to keep it reined in a little bit and also keep you warm is a great idea. I've paired it with these honeycomb tights just because they were on my mind. I saw this photo of the queen herself, Rosie Huntington Whiteley, the other day in honeycomb tights. So if Rosie wears honeycomb tights, then I want to wear honeycomb tights. So I grabbed these out of my drawer, but you could do this look with opaque tights, sheer tights, whatever you wanted to do on the legs. You could even do bare legs. I didn't because I decided to spare you guys from my Casper white skin. But if you wanted to go bare leg, you totally could do that too. I did want to keep some of the looks in this video simple and tied to things that I think people either have or have similar of in their closet. So case in point, this next look is just kind of about going and mixing and matching and making things a little bit more festive and dressed up. I think a lot of people probably have a black turtleneck or something similar in their closet. You could do a sweater, a cardigan, anything you want on the top, but a piece you probably have. And then on the bottom, I realize not everybody's got black leather shorts in their closet. I do, but you might not. But if you've got a satin or silk kind of a sheen skirt, that would work. Maybe if you've got another pair of black shorts, kind of a trouser-ish style. So since we've got a base look comprised of kind of simple pieces that could go a little bit boring by themselves, I've decided to spice it up, make it holiday appropriate by adding these burgundy tights, which are going to be really, really on trend for the rest of the late fall and winter season. So if you don't already have a pair of burgundy tights, it might be something you would want to consider picking up. And then I already had these earrings and this belt, but anything that you've got that's a little more sparkly, you could do gold, whatever you want, but this is what I had on hand to sort of spice up the look. So altogether, I think it's a really fun and festive outfit. And as far as the shoes go, if these clunky boots are not your cup of tea, you could totally swap this out for a pair of slightly more elegant heels. I actually kind of prefer the boot because I think it's kind of giving more of like a cool girl, not trying too hard, and then with the kind of thicker tights, not tights, socks. And then with the thicker socks that I have on, it's actually not only cute, but it's a little bit more functional. So if it's cold where you are, or maybe it's going to be nighttime and you want to stay warm, I'm actually not cold at all in this. So I think this would be a great look for either of those options. And also really nice for anybody who just kind of wants to shop their closet. You don't want to go get a bunch of new stuff. And I'm also relatively comfortable. I mean, tights are always kind of uncomfortable, but for the most part, I'm pretty comfortable. So, whoa. Platforms. Then I keep giving myself so much static because I'm moving. But this next look I wanted to include in this video because it really is two of the most basic component elements. So a lacy silk cami and then these red trousers, super easy pieces on their own. But I've done some things to sort of spice this look up. And this is a little bit more of a casual, comfortable look. I'm just gonna throw my cardigan on and we'll talk about this look. So you guys can see that I finally put on a red lip for you. This is the last look, so if I smear it all over myself, then I'll be okay. So this look I think would be a really great festive holiday look for something a little more casual or a little bit more, what am I trying to say? Mixed company. So if you had maybe a work event or anything where you wanted to be a little less sexy and less dolled up, but still festive. So by taking these really simple elements of trousers, the cami, and then I have this cardigan, which has some fun little gold details on it, which I've also paired this kind of matching-ish earring. So you guys saw these with the green top look, true to shop your closet and not needing a ton of different things and having to always go out and buy. I also have on the gold block heel platforms, and I've done something really fun with them by adding the sort of fishnet sock. These aren't actual tights, they're socks. So with these fun little elements of the play on the gold, the tall platform shoes, the fun sort of fishnet sock element, which I would reserve for trousers. I don't prefer fishnets with skirts. That's just not really the way that I like to pair things, but I think they're kind of fun with trousers, and since they are a little bit sexy, paired with trousers, they're really, really subdued, but it also makes the look fun and festive, and I think this is something you could really wear to a lot of things. And then this red lip, I'll insert a photo of it, but you guys know it. It's the Dior Classic 999. They don't have creative names. They're not like OPI where you're like, what is this nail polish called? But yeah, the Dior 999 red lip. So how do you model lipstick? There, I'm not a lipstick model, but you guys get the idea. So that's it for these 6 looks. I hope you guys have a really safe and happy festive holiday season, and I hope to see you guys soon. Until then, be well.